Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy's back! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the State of Origin Game 2 review. And I am joined by CJ MOXLEY. New South Wales winning 44 points to 12. What a bloody performance from New South Wales. Obviously, Queensland were they were in that game for a while, but then New South Wales just ended up running away with it in the end. CJ, what were your thoughts on the win, bro?
Oh, man, I'm just so happy. We responded really well. All the players clicked tonight. Freddie, having Cook come off the bench was really good, I thought. Yeah, it's just awesome, man. I guess we got some good luck in Perth. Every time we go there, we dominate, but I'm really happy with the win, man.
New South Wales and Perth are just a different beast, aren't they? Just a different beast.
Man.
Just a different beast. Bear with me 1 second.
Yep. Robbed, what even?
Sorry, mate. Anyway, hello to everybody in the live chat. Holy fuck, the chat is building up as we speak. We got 19 people here at the moment. Hello, everybody in the live chat. The chat is going off the rails, which is good to see. A good crowd here on a Sunday night. We've got Electrical Dust, Z-Tank 99, SS Storm Fan. We got Kino, Yeet Boy. Who else is here? King Julian's here. SS Storm Fan. Bugger me. Jaden Lambert's here. Harry G. Jason Reeder. Nathan Moore. Can't even keep up with the chat. It's going off. Some people reckon Queensland were robbed.
Ah, shut up. No.
Robbed. Queensland fans were robbed of a chance to win because they just weren't good enough. New South Wales were too good. I don't see how you can claim it was robbed.
Nah, mate, they were robbed of a 32-point victory, man.
44 points to 12. I don't think you can say there was much robbery involved. Bugger me. Anyway, I guess everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Fucking wow. Well, mate, how good is it going to be? It's 1-1 now, and we're going to go to a decider for Game 3 up there at Suncorp Stadium. July 13, Wednesday night, Suncorp Stadium, 8:10 kickoff. That is going to be a wild, wild night, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be absolutely wild. With that side, I'm much more confident, a lot more confidence going up to Queensland for the decider, man. I cannot wait for it.
It's already sold out too.
Oh, I was thinking if I could probably go, but
I tried to get tickets the other day, bro. The tickets are $210 each, and you won't get a good seat now unless people pull out and there are a few tickets left. But from what I saw, there wasn't many tickets available for Game 3. But bugger me. Let's get into Game 2. What a game. New South Wales 44, Queensland 12. Me and CJ, we are going to review the game. We are going to give a rating of each player from tonight's game from 1 to 10, with 10 being awesome, or obviously the best, 1 being dog shit, 5 in the middle as well. CJ, before we get into the review, what were your thoughts on the crowd? Did you enjoy it? Watching it on TV? It looked pretty good on TV from where I was watching the game. What were your thoughts on the crowd?
I love my Origin footy, mate, as everyone knows. The crowd looked really good. I believe there was 60,000 at Optus Stadium.
Sold out.
In Western Australia, to have a crowd out like that over there in Perth for Origin, man, that's really good for NRL. No, I love watching on TV. High quality, just tremendous, man. Really, really.
I agree. It looked awesome on TV, and I just gotta say, I was very critical of him in game one, and I gotta say, congratulations, Nathan Cleary. I thought tonight he was outstanding. Probably the man of the match. I don't know what the man of the match was on Channel 9. I don't know who was awarded the award, but from the game that we all watched, I think Nathan Cleary will be the man of the match. I thought he was outstanding. What about you, mate? You reckon Nathan Cleary was brilliant?
The spotlight was on him. Me and you both very critical of Nathan Cleary game one.
Pressure was on, and he stepped up tonight. He did well.
He's come out in game two and has shut everyone's mouth, including myself. So good on him.
Really, you got to remember as well, this did happen a couple of years ago. Game one, he had a bad game a couple of years ago. Game two, Cleary had a blinder in Perth. And then I think game three, he had an absolute stinker of a game. So I don't want to praise him too much. He was brilliant tonight, and he deserves the credit from tonight's performance. But he has to back it up in game three now. So very good performance as well. We will get into the man of the match, who we reckon there are a few really good contenders for man of the match tonight. A lot of people played well. CJ, mate, let's get into the review, mate. The first try of the game went to Queensland. Felice Kafusi in the 22nd minute, of all people. Now, call me a fuckwit. Everybody knows I hate Kafusi more than any other player. Back rowers, mate, I always have something on him to score first, and I did have $1 on him first and won $46 off Kafusi first try scorer. But he's still a grub. But Queensland, mate, they got off to a great start, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, they got off to a good start. Kafusi, I did not see that coming, but Queensland start well, and it was a game from there.
Well, mate, what I should say is New South Wales did get a penalty early on for a Tino strip, and then we obviously took the 2 points, got out to a 2-0 lead, and then Kafusi went over for the first try, 22nd minute, which not many people would have predicted, but it is what it is. So New South Wales conceded the first try of the game. Queensland go to a 6-2 lead. But, mate, not long after that, New South Wales hit back through Matt Burton, bro. 26 minute Matt Burton on debut in that left center position. I thought he did great, bro.
Yeah, I had Matt Burton to score any time. Good on him for scoring on debut. That was a really good try, man. It was good to see Burton score.
New South Wales at that point go to an 8 points to 6 lead. And 30th minute, well, guess who? Cameron Munster. He went in and scored. It was a brilliant try. Munster went over and scored. Queensland go to a 12-8 lead. Fuck me, mate. Queensland, they know how to find the try line, and Cameron Munster, he knows how to do it, doesn't he?
No, he was looking like he was looking dangerous again. He was looking like he's going to get Queensland on the front foot. Another good try from Cameron Munster.
Yeah. At that point, it was 12 points to 8 in favour of Queensland, and right before half time, bro, New South Wales got a try before half time, which was massive. Kafusi got sin bin because too many set restarts, so there had to be a sin bin. I think New South Wales had about 4 set restarts in that 5-minute period, and it was getting ridiculous. So I went, well, a sin bin's going to happen here soon, and Kafusi got binned. Too many set restarts. So Kafusi goes to the bin. New South Wales attack with the football, and Brian Toto goes over in the corner right before half time. That was a very important try, wasn't it, CJ? Right before half time. Brian Toto going in.
Correct. It was very crucial for us to lead at half time. And I think that's an underrated try. That was really important.
Yes. It was a game changer, I thought. Kafusi getting binned, which was his own fault, because why would you lay around the ruck and keep giving away set restarts? And you now give Queensland are now down to 12 men for 10 minutes, which in Origin is massive. So that really hurt Queensland before half time. New South Wales at half time go to a 14 points to 12 lead. And, bro, at half time, I thought Queensland was still really in the game at half time, but New South Wales got going and they were on fire, and look out.
Josh for always Brisbane Broncos.
No, drop Talangi and we'll be right.
Oh,
you're gonna come in here and you're gonna fucking shit on the Cowboys players?
Okay, no. This is all I want to say, all right? It's unfair to put Murray Taulagi in State of Origin when you have an informed winger in Corey Oates who's played Origin, knows how to win in there, in the squad, and he should have been playing. Kick return meters, best winger in the comp, at kick returns right now. So, bad decision by Billy, but, we move Cobbo and Oates for wingers in State of Origin Game 3.
Does Xavier Coates any chance?
No, and his kick returns are dead anyway.
What about the hammer?
Definitely not. Or if you want to put the hammer in, put hammer at...
Is starting to cut out. Apologies, CJ. Get out, bro.
Oh.
Get out. Get out. Shut the door, please. Sorry, mate. My connection was starting to cut out a little bit there.
No.
Look, Corey Oates on the wing, I think, would have definitely helped Queensland, but problem is, defensively, we all know what Oates is like. He's not a great defender, and neither is Taulagi. Yeah, he's not a great defender as well. He hasn't been the greatest, but definitely improved. But CJ, I want to say this, mate. When the game kicked off, the first set of the game, I did not like the way New South Wales started the game. I thought we started like shit. I was really disappointed with the way we started the game. I thought Queensland started way better than we did, and I was a bit worried about that. But the longer the game went on, the better it got for New South Wales. I was really disappointed with the start. I'm not sure how you feel about it, but the first 20 minutes for New South Wales, I was really disappointed.
Yeah, we were slow and clunky, a bit undisciplined, but we grinded it out with the defence. But yeah, the first 20 minutes, I wasn't too happy either. I thought we were playing really clunky style of footy.
I was very concerned. I was really concerned. And I got to say this, in Game 3, the decider at Brisbane, we got to start better than that, bro, because Queensland will kill us in the first 20, especially at home, up there in Brisbane. So even though it was great to get the win tonight, we got to be a lot better in that fucking first 20 minutes, because in Game 3, that first 20 minutes might decide the fucking game. That's how important it is to start well. But we'll get into the second half now. Obviously, New South Wales had a 14 points to 12 lead. And Daniel Tupou, mate, beautiful ball from Nathan Cleary, by the way, to Tupou, who went over and scored. Mate, Nathan Cleary today, he was on a string, but Daniel Tupou just finds the try line, doesn't he?
Well, let me say something real quick about Nathan Cleary. Channel 9, he is the man of the match, so Cleary is man of the match. Yeah.
Well deserved.
Great try for Tupou, and that's what got us going in the second half there.
New South Wales at that point go to a 20 points to 12 lead. And then, in my opinion, bro, in the 58th minute, this was the ball game. Jerome Luai just went through. Jeremiah Nanai missed a tackle there, which he probably should have stopped that. But Luai went through and scored, and New South Wales go to 26-12, and that's pretty much the ball game there, isn't it?
I believe that is also Jerome Luai's first try in New South Wales colours, so good on him.
Okay.
And yeah, that was game by the looks of it. All the momentum was towards us. By 14, about 30 to go.
New South Wales up by 14 with 20 to go. It was game over. I mean, you're not coming back unless New South Wales completely mucked it up. But 26-12 New South Wales, and then at 63rd minute, the man of the match, Nathan Cleary, he scores a try, and that ices the game, pretty much seals the deal at that point. New South Wales 32-12, and at this point, Queensland were just trying to get back on the plane and get back to Queensland, weren't they?
No, it's like they didn't even shot. It's like they didn't even touch down in that second half. Yeah, Cleary gets a try, and he's outstanding, man.
Absolutely, and then Nathan Cleary went through again, bro. He got 2 tries in about 3 minutes. Gets a double. New South Wales go to a bloody 44-12 lead, 38-12 lead, sorry. And at this point, New South Wales were just running amok, weren't they?
Well, if you told me this was going to happen, I wouldn't have believed you. But
yeah,
wow, man, Nathan Cleary a double.
Yeah, and then we get to the 73rd minute where Angus Crichton went over and scored, which shouldn't have been allowed because clearly an obstruction on Kafusi. I thought that was a bad call from the referee. I thought that was no try. But Angus Crichton went over and scored, and New South Wales ended up winning 44 points to 12. I was hoping to get to 50 towards the end, but can't win them all. But CJ, New South Wales 44-12. I don't know about you, bro, but I feel like the difference from tonight compared to game 1, the forward pack from New South Wales really stood up. They matched Queensland's forwards, and I feel like They really did their job in giving Nathan Cleary and Jerome Luai and Matt Burton all the space in the world to put up those bombs.
Yeah, they laid the platform much more better than they did in game one. I think the forwards were really great. I think through the middle was really great. I also think our on the edges, our edges were
Yep.
good, firing, and the halves of Luai and Cleary absolutely combined for Origin.
No doubt about it, bro. Absolutely no doubt about it. All right. We're going to rank the players now. So we're going to go through every single player from tonight's game and we're going to rank them. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say that some of our rankings might not be fair, but this is just our own opinion. We don't agree with me and CJ don't agree with every single player who had a good game or who had an average game tonight. We all have a different opinion. So you guys in the live chat that are watching this review, you can give your rating on a player that we rate. So, for example, I don't know, Nathan Cleary, man, the match. You can give him your own rating as well in the live chat. So, all right, we're going to start with New South Wales, mate, because they are the winning side and they are the home side. So we'll start with them. James Tedesco, mate, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Tedesco tonight?
I'll give him 8.5. I thought it was really good tonight, consistent as always.
I'm going to give James Tedesco a 9.5. I thought he was second or third best on the field. He was outstanding for mine. All right. The wingers. First one, Brian To'o. How would you rate Brian To'o tonight out of 10?
I'll give him a 7.5. I thought he got a lot more involved than he did in game one.
I will give Brian To'o an 8 out of 10. I thought he was very good on the wing. Thought he had a very, very solid game. The other winger, mate, Daniel Tupou. How would you rate Tupou?
Another 8, man. He was he really silenced some other critics. So
Definitely.
He was really solid tonight, man. Really
I'm
solid.
with you, mate. I'll give Tupou an 8. I thought he was also very good. Matt Burton, bro, at left centre. I thought Matt Burton was good. How would you rank Matt Burton tonight?
A 9 out of 10. Really great debut from Matt Burton. He's put his stamp in the Origin arena.
I'll give Matt Burton an 8.5. I thought he was also very good tonight. Stephen Crichton, bro, at right centre.
I'll give him a 6.5, really. I think could have done a little bit more, but he was all right. He did the job.
I'm going to give Stephen Crichton a 6. He was fairly decent, but very quiet as well. Definitely could have done a lot more, but he didn't really have to because everyone else around him were playing out of their skin. But he was all right, Crichton. Probably a 6 out of 10 for him. Jerome Luai, CJ.
I'll give him a 7.5. He was good, but yeah, I think his other half partner just outshined him a bit more.
You know what? I think I'm with you there. I'll give Luai a 7 out of 10. He was good, but he wasn't great. He wasn't best player on the ground, but he was good. He had a good game. Nathan Cleary, mate.
I don't
I'm
like
giving
to
him
give
a
10 out of 10. So
10 out of 10. Man of the match.
I'll give him a 9.5. Man of the match.
Payne Haas.
6.5. I thought he was solid, but I also thought he went quiet throughout some patches of the game.
Yep. No, all right. I'll give Payne Haas a 7. Thought he was solid. Did a job. You know, wasn't anything phenomenal, but had a very, very solid game. Jake Trbojevic, bro, in the middle. Jake Trbojevic.
I'll give him a 7, man. I like Trbojevic, especially in that first half.
I'm giving Jake a 7.5 out of 10. I thought he was very good. Thought Jake did a job. Defensively, he was great. Yeah, Jake was awesome, bro. Jake had a great game. I'll give Jake a 7.5 out of 10. The hooker who started, Api Coruscant, how would you rank Api Coruscant? He wasn't... Look, with all due respect, Coruscant wasn't amazing tonight. He was okay. I'm not going to give Coruscant anything great. I thought he was a 5 out of 10.
I'll give him a 6 out of 10.
I'm giving him a 5.
Right. The first few
I'm giving Coruscant a 5, bro. I don't reckon it was amazing at all.
Yeah,
Cam Murray. Now, Cam Murray did go for a HIA and came back, and he still played well. How would you rank Cam Murray?
I'll give him a 7 out of 10. I thought for some of the limited time he had, especially during the HIA, he came back on and did his job like he usually would.
Yeah, I'll give Cam Murray a 7 as well. I thought he was also quite good. Liam Martin, bro. How would you rank Liam Martin?
Oh, give him a 7.5. I thought it was much better than last Origin.
Definitely. I'm giving him a 7 as well. Liam Martin had a better game in game 2. Because game 1, I think I gave him a 4 or 3 or something.
Yeah.
He played a lot better. Obviously, if you look at the stats, you wouldn't have said he had a good game, but I thought he was solid out there, bro. I thought he did well. All right, Isaiah Yo.
Oh, 8.5. It was really great.
Isaiah Yo's getting a 9 from me, mate. Yo was awesome. All right, the bench for New South Wales, mate. Damien Cook off the bench.
I'll give him a 7.5. He came on, did a really good job, I thought.
I'm giving Cook a 7. I thought he was better than Coruscant, with all due respect. Both players didn't have great stats, but again, it's not about stats. Like a lot of people will say, oh, this guy had this many meters and stats, blah, blah, blah. Cook came on with that energy, bro. He had all that energy. He had all the speed from dummy half. Cook was awesome. Cook's getting a 7 from me. Angus Crichton, bro, off the bench.
I'll give him a 6. I thought it was all right. That try, which wasn't controversial, but I thought he did okay.
The try probably shouldn't even happen for Angus Crichton. I thought it was obstruction, to be honest with you. As a New South Wales supporter, I thought that Angus Crichton try was going to be overturned. I thought it was going to be no try for obstruction, but I thought Crichton did well off the bench, came on, did a job. I'm going to give Crichton a 6.5 out of 10. Thought he was solid. Junior Paulo.
7.5. I really like Junior Paulo tonight, man.
I'm going to give him a 7 as well. And fuck me, game 1 and game 2. Game 1, Junior Paulo was denied a try for obstruction. Game 2, Junior Paulo was denied a try for a forward pass. Junior Paulo is going to score in game 3, bro. You watch.
Yeah, he has to. First try scorer.
Hard done by twice. Ripped off twice. Paulo's getting a 7 from me. He was great. And the secret weapon, Talakai.
I'll give him a 7. I thought it was okay. Came off the bench, did what he had to do, and he made some good impact.
I'll give him a 7 as well. I thought he was solid off the bench. Came on, did a job, played well. All right, mate. Queensland. Now, when you get beat 44-12, it's hard to give anybody on the Queensland side good ratings. So there might be a couple of Queensland players that I might give a reasonable rating to, but majority of them are probably going to get shit ratings. But we'll start with the fullback, bro. Kalen Ponga. How would you rank Kalen Ponga?
4 out of 10. I thought it was shit. Overrated. Not $1 million. It was shit.
I'm going to give Ponga a 4.5 out of 10. It was average, wasn't he? He didn't have a great game.
Did nothing for him.
All right, Selwyn Cobbo.
I give him a 6 out of 10. I thought it was all right. Did what he had to do. Unlucky with the bounce. That could have had him a try, but yeah, it was okay.
That try where Brian Toto missed the fucking ball in the first half. Yeah. You got to score them. I don't care who you are. You've got to score them. I thought Cobbo was very quiet tonight. Cobbo, for me, is getting a 4.
Yep, that's fair. I can't argue with that.
All right. Murray Tulangi on debut.
I'll give him a 5. For his debut, he did what he could. I don't think he was too great, though.
I'll give him a 4. He didn't have a great debut, bro. He was very average. Got caught out of position a few times. And, well, this is what happens when you put someone in there who probably isn't ready for that next step. And I love Tulangi at the Cowboys. I love him a lot. But, gee, it was a gamble playing him tonight. And I think it really hurt him in the end. So, Murray Tulangi, for me, probably gets a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, mate. Valentine Holmes. How would you rank Valentine Holmes' performance tonight?
Probably just 5 out of 10. I don't know if it was just me. I just didn't see much of him.
Yeah, look, I'll probably give Val a 6. I thought he tried hard. He tried to get involved. Tried to go a bit sideways, get some breaks for the middle there, but things didn't really go great for Val Holmes, so I'll give him a 6. Dane Gagai. I didn't see the cunt at all. Where was he?
3 out of 10.
Where was Gagai?
It's not really like Origin Gagai. Must have thought he was playing at Newcastle again. Did nothing.
He must have been at the fucking Perth Casino or something. I didn't even see him. Dane Gagai, 3 out of 10. I didn't see him at all.
Not like him at all.
Quiet. Very quiet. All right, Cameron Munster, probably their best player.
Give him a 7.5. He was really good for Queensland. One of the only few Queensland players that gave some effort and heart.
I'm giving Munster a 7. It was probably one of their best players tonight.
No, I agree.
Probably one of their best players. All right, Daly Cherry Evans. I thought his kicking game was good at patches, but second half I didn't see him.
Give him 5 out of 10. He had a 50-50 game. Enough said.
Yeah, I'll give him a 5.5. 5.5 out of 10 for DCE. Lindsay Collins.
I'll give him a 5 as well. Obviously, he went off. It was him that went off, right? It was him.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm giving Collins. Yeah, he did go for injury, didn't he? HIA.
Yeah, so he had limited time, so I'll give him a 4.5 actually. Yeah.
When he was out there, I was like, Collins is better off the bench. Wouldn't it have been better to have Tino at front row and Carrigan starting lock and Collins off the bench with that impact? That's what I thought they were going to do, but they didn't change it. They had Tino at 13 and Collins at front row. Just, I don't know, man. And it needs to be coming off the bench for mine.
I would have preferred Collins off the bench, yeah.
Yeah, look, I'll give Collins a 4. Give him a 4 out of 10. Josh Papali, again, game 1, shit. Game 2, shit. Papali for me is getting a 3.5 out of 10.
Getting a 4 from me. I didn't see much of him. I actually didn't see much of him.
All right. Probably their other best player, Ben Hunt. What would you give Ben Hunt?
I'll give him a 7.5 as well as Munster. He was one like Munster. One of the two only given effort. He tried his best. No one helped him.
Yeah. I'll give Ben Hunt a 7 out of 10. He was probably one of their best players at the moment. Munster and Hunt are probably Queensland's best players for me. Kurt Capewell in the back row.
I'll give him a 6.
I'll give him a 5. Felice Kafusi. Kafusi had a weird game. He scored the first try, got sin binned, did some good stuff, did some dumb stuff. Kafusi's a weird rating from Kafusi. What would you give Kafusi?
It was okay. I'll just give him the middle. I'll give him a 5 out of 10.
You know what? I'll give him a 6. He ran some good lines. He scored a try. He did some really good things out there. Obviously, getting sin bin was stupid, and he did a couple other dumb things out there, which really pissed me off. But I thought he was decent tonight, Kafusi. I don't think he was terrible. I thought he was better than Capewell. So I'm giving Kafusi a 6.
Fair enough, man.
Tino Fasila Malawi. I don't even know what I'm going to give Tino. I thought he was average as fuck too.
It might be controversial. I'll give him a 3.5. Played like dog shit. Did nothing.
I'll give him a 4.5. 4.5 out of 10 for Tino Fasila Malawi. All right, the bench. Harry Grant played 50 minutes, and he did fuck all. Harry Grant, for me, is getting a 5.
For me, he's getting a 4. Didn't do much. Yep. Didn't have to work with.
Jairo off the bench, mate. What would you give Jairo?
Probably just a 5.5. He was all right, but yeah.
Yeah, look, I will give Jairo a 4 out of 10. I don't know if Jairo is going to be any good at Origin level anymore. I think he's starting to fall off a little bit, to be honest with you. And he's been playing in the back row all season. He hasn't played much in the front row this year. Came on and played in the front row tonight, and he just looked so lost. So, yeah, I'll give Jairo a 4, bro. Yep. No. All right. Patrick Carrigan.
Carrigan, I'll give him a 6, man. I thought he came on, had some really good impact, but he needs to be the starting block.
I will give Patrick Carrigan a solid 6.5 out of 10. Probably one of their best players. I mean, between Carrigan and Ben Hunt and Munster, they're probably the two. They're probably the 3 best players for Queensland tonight. So between them 3, take your pick. And Jeremiah Nanai off the bench. What would you give Jeremiah Nanai?
Jeremiah Nanai. I'll give him a 4.5. I thought he was pretty quiet tonight, man.
Yeah, look, I'll give Jeremiah Nanai a 4 out of 10. Didn't have a great game. Got fucked up by Luai with a step, and New South Wales went straight through. And defensively, he was in all sorts for mine. But Yeah, look, a few people in the chat are upset about me giving Carrigan a 6.5 out of 10. It's like, he ran. What do you want me to give him? I mean, in my opinion, Ben Hunt was better than Carrigan was. I thought Munster was probably better than him. I mean, he was good, but he wasn't amazing. I mean, he wasn't the best player for Queensland, I don't think, anyway.
Well, he's nothing better than a 7. He played good, but he wasn't like a fucking 8, 9, 10 out of 10 player tonight.
It was good. It was he was solid. He was probably one of their best players. He was in the top 3 best players for Queensland tonight. But they got 44-12, so who gives a fuck what rating you give Carrigan?
Yeah, it's just
If you get beat 44-12 and you're on the losing team, no one gives a fuck what you give a rating on the other team. If I gave Ponga a 4 out of 10 tonight, nobody would give a fuck.
Yeah, nah, you're right. You're right, man.
Because everybody's going to talk about New South Wales winning fucking 44-12, leveling up the series, blah, blah, blah. Cleary and Tedesco and Yo, Burton, everybody who was outstanding for New South Wales tonight. No one's going to talk about, how bad was Ponga? What about Carrigan? What would you rate Carrigan? No one cares because they got flogged.
And nobody
no one gives a shit.
To stop with that.
Mate,
as well.
Question for you. New South Wales, obviously now 1-1 with Queensland. It's decided at Suncorp. Latrell Mitchell returns to the Rabbitohs this coming weekend against Parramatta. If he's fit, do you play him in game 3?
Oh, you've hit me here, man. One part of me says I'd like to keep him at Souths in our home run. It's more safer to play him in Origin 3, but I think with that team performance we had today, I wouldn't even complain if it wasn't playing game 3, man.
Wow. Guess what I would do? What? I would play him. I would keep the entire 17 except for one thing. Stephen Crichton, sorry, you got to go, bro. Burton's going to the right side. Latrell's going to left center.
Yeah, like I said in the group earlier, if you're dropping someone out for Latrell, it has to be Stephen Crichton.
Stephen Crichton was probably New South Wales' worst player, if you could pick one. You can't really pick one for New South Wales because of how good they were. But the thing is, Stephen Crichton was probably the only player tonight that had minimal impact. Latrell Mitchell comes in. He does it. Latrell Mitchell is in your team. He's a superstar player. One of the best players in the world when he's there. I'd be going Latrell Mitchell left center, Matt Burton on the right hand side of the field. That's what I'd be doing.
Spider man, you got to take
Stephen Crichton falls out. Stephen Crichton drops out. I'd probably start cooking bench Coruscant as well. I didn't like that rotation. I didn't like Coruscant starting. I don't think he was amazing tonight. He was solid. I mean, he did a job, but fuck, man. Cook came on and it was so good. Wouldn't you rather start with Cook?
Yeah, I'd start with Cook. I thought either way, he was really solid as a 9 or as a 14. But if he does go to 9, who would you have as your 14?
Well, Coruscant can go to 14.
Yeah, why not?
But you wouldn't change anything else besides those two. Besides those two little things, you wouldn't change anything else. I think Haas Trebojevic. I think Jake Trebojevic tonight, his performance was very good, so he deserves to stay in the side. Isaiah Yeo, he's safe. Murray's safe. Liam Martin, terrible game 1. Probably he was a lot better tonight, but he still wasn't amazing. The bench was fine. I don't know what you do with the bench. I think you'd probably keep the bench. I mean, Junior Paulo, he should have scored twice already in this series. He hasn't scored once. I bet you he'll score game 3. I don't know what he'll be playing, but Junior Paulo will score in game 3. That's my early bold call right here. Probably $9 any time for Junior Paulo. So I'm backing Junior Paulo for a try in game 3. I'm getting on that. But the performance tonight of Nathan Cleary, bro, I think it needs to be talked about a lot more. Obviously, don't over talk about it because we all saw in the past Cleary's had a good game 2, but then had a bad game 3. So that needs to be put in place as well. But CJ, besides what we just spoke about with the changes, would you make any other changes or not?
No, I wouldn't. I know a lot of people say Addo Carr still, and
Addo Carr, no. Daniel Tupou's performance tonight just proves why we don't need Addo Carr in the team. We don't need
everybody knows how I feel about it, but after that, I'd keep Tupou in for game 3, man. The combination's already there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What about for Queensland, bro? Now, I don't expect Queensland to make really any changes. I reckon Talangi may get dropped for Oates or the Hammer. But if you're Queensland, how many changes would you make for game 3?
Look, I'm putting Oates in there, man. I really am.
Yep.
I think he needs to be in there. So Corey Oates, and I think I'd start Carrigan at lock. I really would. So they're probably my main changes right there.
All right.
Collins on the bench, yeah.
If I was Queensland, this is exactly what I would do to game 3. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change much. Change maybe 2 little things. Maybe 3. Okay. Corey Oates on the wing. Murray Tuilagi out. Tino and Papali start in the front row. Carrigan starts at lock. Lindsay Collins goes to the bench. I think Jai Arrow needs to be dropped. And I think Jeremiah Nanai may need to be dropped as well. Now, who would you bring in? Well, call me crazy, but I think Thomas Flegler may be a good addition to the bench because he's a very aggressive player. And he is a dirty player, but he can bring that aggression that's needed to the team. So I think Flegler on the bench with Tino would be very good. Harry Grant keeps his spot at 14, and I guess Jeremiah Nanai may keep his spot, but if he doesn't, I don't really know who. David Fafita, would you bring Fafita in if he's fit? David Fafita?
Nah, not.
Bo Fermor, maybe?
Bo Fermor was a really underrated shout. If Ruben Cotter was fit, I probably would.
Is Ruben Cotter going to be available for game 3? I don't think he would be.
Nah, I don't think so. No,
I don't know. It's a hamstring, bro. You can't fuck with hamstrings. Hamstrings are too fucked.
Seriously.
Everybody says hamstrings are a very funny injury, and it's true because you think you've got over your hamstring, and then you go out and train and you do it again, or you pull a muscle in the hamstring. That's all it takes. Okay, so Queensland. Here's what you do for game 3 if you want to have a better chance of winning. You go Corey Oates on the wing, Murray Talangi's dropped, Papali starts in the front row with Tino, Fasil, and Malawi. Carrigan goes to 13. Collins goes to the bench with Collins on the bench. You go Harry Grant, Lindsay Collins, Thomas Flegler, and I'd go both Fermor over Jeremiah Nanai.
No, that's fair. That's very fair, man.
What I would do.
They need to do something for game 3.
That's exactly what I would do, and I can see a few people in the live chat having a bit of an argument. No arguing, guys. Pull your fucking heads in, for fuck's sake. It's not the end of the world. Everyone needs to chill out.
It's been like that for the last 40 minutes. Just
I know. I'm just letting the chat go tonight, but if it gets too far, I'm going to start Bennett. I'm going to start kicking people out. All right. So, Queensland and New South Wales, game 3. It's going to be fucking huge. July 13. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens there. All right, CJ. Give me your top 3 players on ground from tonight's game. 3, 2, 1. 1 being your man of the match. Go on, mate. Your top 3 on ground.
Okay, number 3 for me, it's Matt Burden. Number 2 will be James Tedesco, and my man of the match is Nathan Cleary.
I like it. I like it a lot. See, I've got a top 4 on ground because I can't split some of these guys, bro. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you my top 5 players on ground from 5 to 1. I'll tell you what. Why not? All right, here we go. Number 5 is going to be Jake Trbojevic. Number 5, Jake Trbojevic. Number 2, Isaiah Yeo. Hang on. Number 5, fuck me, I got it all wrong. Number 5, Jake Trbojevic. Number 4, hang on, did I just fuck that up again? Jesus Christ, I should have written this down for my 5. Anyway, we'll start that over again. Apologies, everyone. Okay. Number 5, Jake Trbojevic. Number 4, Isaiah Yeo. Number 3, Matt Burton. Number 2, James Tedesco. And number 1, the man of the match, the halfback of New South Wales, Nathan Cleary. I think he deserves the man of the match performance. I think Nathan Cleary tonight was outstanding, and I think he was the best player on the field. And I got to say, shout out to Jake Trbojevic, bro. Defensively in the middle, he was a workhorse tonight, and I'm glad he had a great game, bro. I think he will be in the team for as long as he wants now, as long as he keeps playing like that.
He can't be dropped in again after those consistent performances if he does that.
I agree. I absolutely agree. But we agree that Nathan Cleary was the best player on the field tonight.
Yeah, 100%. I can't really put anyone up there with him.
Yeah, no, it was a fantastic night, and New South Wales get the dominant 44-12 win over Queensland over there in Perth, Optus Stadium. 60,000 people in attendance, and it looked like a fantastic time over there. CJ, thank you very much for coming on the Origin 2 review. It's been good, and mate, good luck on Saturday night, Rabbitohs Eels, and I believe you'll be there, bro.
Yeah, man, I'll be there in the borough, so that will be a tremendous experience. Thanks for having me on. Good luck into Queensland Derby as well, and bring on the decider.
Can't wait.
Up the Blues.
Well, mate, thank you very much for coming on tonight. I really appreciate your time, and congratulations to all the players from tonight from New South Wales and Queensland. I know New South Wales were too good, but shout out to Queensland as well. They had a go, and it just wasn't their night. New South Wales were too good on the night. But everybody, I hope you all enjoyed the review. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the review around to your friends. Share this video all over social media. Get everyone to come tune into the review. It's the #1 YouTube channel for all post-game live reviews. Make sure everyone subscribes. Anyway, we're getting out of here. Like, subscribe, enjoy your night, everybody. Up New South Wales, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another live stream of some sort.